roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Starbase, 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library. We can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
You're looking live at the virtual Chicagoland Speedway in the ARCA series presented by Pultz Poppers and NASRA are back in action, and they're ready to go. This, of course, is the Beanbugs.com 200, and we welcome you to this awesome facility, the 1.5 miles located in Joliet, Illinois, the site of our next round of action. Welcome back to coverage on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside is Michael McKinnon, Bigglestein Hopton on production. And Michael, you got to love Chicagoland, man. This is just an awesome, fun place. Progressive banking, precision racing. We're going to see 2 and 3 wide, I believe, tonight. What a fun place for these ARCA cars to get it on this Wednesday evening, buddy. Good evening.
Good evening, Wesley. Good evening, everyone. And yeah, this should be great. We're having great temperatures. The track looks great. I mean, the only trouble spot really usually a little bit coming off a turn 2, but you're right. You can go just about anywhere you want to go, and we'll see guys migrate higher as the run goes on, Wesley.
We will, as obviously these drivers are getting their final preparations before they get ready to grid and we get ready to go for racing tonight. Want to say hello to Brimbugs, Brimbugs.com. They're a new sponsor for NASRA, and we appreciate them sponsoring the race this evening. Obviously, you see all the details Michael just mentioned, partly cloudy conditions, perfect virtual night race, if you will. Track temp at 70 degrees, air temp sim 68. A little wind to the south-southeast at 6 miles an hour. And obviously, these drivers are be ready to go here whenever we get this thing started. So, obviously, we set the stage for what will be going on. And one of the cool things about this as well as they get ready to grid, looks like Tyler Justice is going to be the fast qualifier. And the cars will now begin ready to stage on the front straightaway. You're starting to see that now. And that'll let us give you your starting lineup for the Brimbugs.com 200 on the pole, fast qualifier. Tyler Justice rocking the Gators. Football season right around the corner. And Trevor Williams rocking Alabama on the front row. Row number 2 will find Jonathan Cofield. To the outside of him, Jeremiah Holt to the 74. Row 3 tonight will find Tyler Goodwin. And to the outside, Adam Leidy in that Mellow Yellow Days of Thunder throwback. Row number 4 will find Jeff Merck, a former champion of NASRA of the past, and Matt Cherry, the defending Monday Night Truck champion. And your top 10 will see Peyton Johnson in the Morgan McClure Kodak throwback and Anthony Harden in the John Deere colors. He'll start 10th, Michael.
Yeah, row 6 we'll see Raul Meza. He'll be alongside Tony Burleson right there, P12. Row 7, that will bring us to Jeffrey Johnson in that 33. He'll be alongside the 96 of Jonathan Woodward. Row 8, where we'll see Curtis Banks in the 77. He'll be alongside that 5 of Robert Richardson. Row 9, that'll bring us to Shane Trotter in the 17. He'll be alongside Gene Wolfe in the 44. And that'll bring us to row 10. Round out your top 20 with Carson Woodward in P19 and Axel Smith in P20, Wesley.
We move on to row 11. Josh Rodriguez ready to roll to the outside of him. Keith Haney. Row number 12 tonight finds Mark Cofield, another Alabama driver, and Colorado driver originally from Georgia, Mark Morton in the M&M's 3. Row 13 on the grid, Robert Richards in the car 48 from Gastonia to the outside. Raleigh, North Carolina's Chris Ellis. Row 14 on the grid, Buzzy Mongold from Concord. And Matthew Cummins, a new driver, starts on row 14 and 28th. Top 30 still not done. Joshua Perkins in the 29th position. And, of course, Cody Knott, race directing, operating, getting everything to go here for tonight. The field begins to roll off of pit road, or actually off the front straightaway for that matter. Let's take a look at the race analysis for tonight's event in the Brimbugs.com 200. We'll go 140 laps. That's 200 miles. There will be a competition caution on lap number 70 because the ARCA series does not have stages. And then, of course, they'll battle it out for another 70 laps after that for 140 circuits around the racetrack.
Yeah, and the
5 total sets of tires. I'm sorry, I was going to say 5 total sets of tires and 100% fuel capacity, Michael.
That was exactly what I was getting ready to bring up, Wesley. The 5 sets of tires, that is more than enough for this track. These guys should be able to short pit if they need to, strategy if they don't. So it's a pretty interesting setup here. We saw speeds approaching 198 miles an hour top speeds here today in these cars. So they're going to be boogieing around this little track.
Missed you guys last Wednesday night. Obviously, Jonathan Cofield picked up the win in the ARCA race at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. This is round number 13 this evening. Actually, round number 12. Actually, round 12 because this is the race in Chicagoland.
I can't believe it's already been that many weeks, man. It doesn't seem like it.
Really has gone by very quickly. Don't forget, by the way, tomorrow night, season number 13 of the NASRA Cops Truck Series fires up at Daytona. Michael McKinnon and myself will be with y'all on the call tomorrow night, Thursday night now, no longer Friday, from the virtual World Center of Racing. I want to say thank you to everybody that filled in for me in my absence while I was off handling the All-Star Games of North Carolina and Greensboro and High Point yesterday and Monday. So now ready to be back in the chair and ready to see what these drivers will do for ARCA tonight. The field with the lights off on the pace truck will make their way slowly into turns number 3 and 4. We'll give you the track dimensions here in just a moment. As the Pultz Poppers ARCA Series of NASRA ready to roll. This again is round number 12 of the season. And the Brimbugs.com 200 is looking for a start. Pace truck onto the pit lane. Chicagoland. Poet restart zone for the official green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. We're underway.
Yeah, a nice start out of Justice. They're able to get up and gone. Here comes Cofield already to the inside. We know he's going to be strong. Trevor Williams, always up front, looking for a little bit of better luck. Jeremiah Holt right there with them. Let's see what prevails early, Wesley. Probably the bottom, but we'll see where they go.
Oh, we told you they'll go 2 and 3 wide around this place. Right now, give the opening lap to Justice. His Chevrolet down below the apron. It's allowed here. And give lap 1 to Justice. Cofield right on his back door. Williams will follow. Holt and Merck right there. Top 5 as they rumble into 2.
Great battles everywhere early. That's what we expect on these tires. They'll get warmed up in the next lap. We'll start seeing in Korea, we're seeing 192 and 93 miles an hour right now. So these cars are boogieing around. I love this view. All the different lines. That is not out of bounds, folks. You can go all the way down there. Go as high as you can take it to the safer barrier as well. So no out of bounds here.
Basically, think of this race as 2 70-lap segments, if you will. Competition caution, as I mentioned, at lap number 70. And then another 70 laps to race till the end for this 140-lapper. Already 3 laps into it. This race has a 2-hour, 45-minute time limit. As now Cofield goes to the inside. He'll try to power around Justice, the Polk car, for the lead. And put him in P1 as they rumble into turn 1.
You see what we're talking about, folks, with this track. 2 wide all the way back, almost 5-6 lanes, other than the single car of Holt breaking up this mess. So you can run high, you can run low, and these guys are making the most of it right now. See Adam Lighty back there just a little bit. He's trying to work his way forward on the bottom.
Robert Richards going to the end of the line. So does Mark Cofield. So those drivers all the way going to the end of the line in the start of this race. Matthew Cummins as well as the leader is Justice now fighting back with Cofield on the bottom as they work off two. And yes, correction if you will, my apologies, Zach Hartwick. Tomorrow night will be season 12. I think I said I'm season 13. Please forgive me, I ain't called iRacing in 3 days.
Oh, no.
Justice with 5 laps in the lead as they go back into turn number 1.
I just went down and wanted to confirm something. They will get 50 laps on a green flag run. That's what I'm being told with the fuel. So there will be a pit stop in each of the, if you want to call them segments, however you want to call them, stages, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, they'll have to pit in each one for fuel.
Yeah, obviously there's no stage racing in the NASRA Pultz or ARCA series. That basically had to get a competition caution on lap number 70, and ironically that is the midway point of the race as well, and then they'll battle for another 70 laps. You're on board with Matt Cherry. Monday night, NASRA DSR defending champion, patiently outside the top 5, working 7th spot as he watches them follow a conga line into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's starting to get spread a little bit more single file, but still, we got guys pressing the issue all over this track. Looks like Merck starting to put a little pressure on Holt on the bottom. You see Peyton Johnson, he has made his way up 5 spots since the beginning, so his car feeling really good right now. He told me to mention him early so we could get this commentator curse over.
High, low, down to the bottom. Johnson now trying to make a move on the machine at Cofield. Cofield now got company. Williams past him, goes to the lead, tries to battle Justice. Justice way below the apron now. Throwing the block on 2 cars at once as a battle, and he holds them off going into 1.
Yeah, Cofield up high here. Let's see the differences. There's not a lot of tire wear yet, but you see this momentum he's able to get. Cofield right around Trevor Williams right there. And that'll put Pete Johnson trying to do a little crossover. Holt all the while able to hold his position over Merck right behind. So some great racing so far. This is what we expect to see at this track.
Patience indeed right now. Tyler Justice continuing to hold on to that top spot. Look at the 15 of Johnson down to the inside. Battles the 99 of Williams up top. Here comes Holt now, 74. Blue and white car on the outside to the back straightaway. Gives him a push to the 15 of Johnson. And that opens the door now to Shane Trotter from Ashboro. 2 for 1 as he goes after Johnson. Got around Holt out of 4.
I was just about to mention Trotter. I looked on his board. He is at 12 spots. I mean, this man, he is rolling through the field so far, so we'll just have to keep an eye on him. He's obviously got something figured out, or he is going out too hard. We're just going to have to wait and see. Oh,
whoa, baby, hold on. And that could have been chaotic. What a save. As we got cars now slamming into the wall. Mess's in trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
that could have been chaotic
right now. Yes.
Yeah. And even after slamming off of that safer barrier, they're still able to stay in forward momentum as Michael just alluded to. Pass for the lead now. Williams outside. Battles Justice on the bottom. Does he got the preferred line? He's got help. Cofield to push him on top out of 4.
Yeah, we're going to find out right here. That middle line looks strong. Look at Cofield. Wow. Power move to the bottom on Tyler Justice.
3 wide as they battle for the lead in Chicagoland. Cofield left them all hanging. He went from the top to the bottom, and we're going to go 4 wide. Johnson's thinking about it as they go into 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, Johnson's got the best seat in the house right now. Him, Jeremiah Holt, Merck, all these boys behind us, but way up high goes Trevor Williams. Let's see if this one will pull off the move, and it looks like it may just have the momentum finally with Johnson. A little bit of a push.
3 wide again for second now. Williams on the clear on the outside lane. The 99 purple car in front. Johnson back to second. Now Holt up top. Battles the pole car. Justice falls through the middle. 3 wide as they go to 3.
Now we're starting to see these higher lanes starting to prevail a little bit here at night. just keeping that momentum. The speeds are tremendous, as I said, 97, 198 into the corners. All these boys on the top. Cofield may have to get slotted in, or he may fall way back.
Patience indeed now as they work their way down that back straightaway. Here comes now Cofield down to the inside. Johnson now, first time he mentioned his name. He's up in the top 5 of the 33.
Hey,
It's that dark blue and white car.
Hard to know where to look, but I'm looking here, look there. There's all the way to the top, to the bottom. Woo, a little bit of touching there with Trotter and Merck. I don't know how long these boys can do this kind of dance.
What a way for these guys to start this show as well. 15 laps in, great racing to start here at the virtual Windy City at Chicagoland. And we're 3 wide again, maybe 4 wide. Here comes Holt. Do you go for it? No, he doesn't. He backpedals, stays behind Williams in the 99. It's now the 15 yellow car in the middle of Johnson. And down below, it is still Cofield fighting for the lead into turn 1. Now Williams uses the top to go to the front.
Middle lane starting to show up a little bit. You see Trotter has moved off the bottom. He's going to try to go all the way past Peyton Johnson here with a power move. Bring him all the way up to 3rd place early in the running here. But man, as he shows the speed this season.
What a job. All the while, it is now Williams' car. He'll show the strength. He'll be out in front. As we pause on the radio for your top 5 of the moment, it's Williams, Holt, Trotter, Cofield, Johnson. It has been frantic racing to start the night here for ARCA at Chicagoland.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
The leaders work their way now again off of turn number 4. It is still Trevor Williams up in front. As you look at our CRN stage information, and right now the race summary shows 70 laps to the competition caution. So far, they have been gunning it from the green with Williams in front of the back straightaway. Michael out of 2.
Absolutely. This is looking great. I mean, we're 20 laps in. I haven't seen really anybody sideways. We're seeing power moves. This is what we should see for quite some time here. And Scofield's going to continue to dig on the bottom, put a little pressure on Trotter, see if he can start moving forward. We know Jonathan Cofield. He stays tires about as good as anybody we know.
Boy, Jeff Burke had a little scare just a moment ago. Got a shot in the back of the bumper, and he was loose exiting 4. Works his way through the straightaway, and now the driver from Punta Gorda, Florida. It is Jeff Burke. Up in the middle now. He's got 2 cars in the bottom and 2 on the top, and he's trying to decide which way to go as they work down single file off 4.
Yeah, we're starting to see Matt Cherry show up into this conversation. He worked his way into 60, right on the rear bump deck lid of the 60. Here comes Williams again. He wants to lead back from Holt. That bottom line, we're going to see what it can do.
We've had 3 or 4 lead changes so far amongst 5 drivers. Tyler Justice started this race on the pole. He's fell back down to 9th. As now Holt will lead off Cofield to the bottom. He's at the driver door. Side by side. Here comes the 11 on the outside.
Now Cofield just shot out of the cannon right there. Right past Williams. Almost got the lead.
And that's the 17, actually, not the 11. My apologies. Shane Trotter. Now Cherry goes up high in the Mobile 145. Way up top, the black car battles the white car. We're 3 wide now as here comes Morton trying to decide which lane to go with. Justice, Peyton Johnson now holding off Johnson as Jeffrey Johnson got loose. Peyton Johnson to the bottom of the apron. Harding just squeezes through the 13 as they go to the outside. Safer barrier into 1.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a little strategy play out of Tyler Justice. I think he was saving a little. He was able to clear these guys and roll back into 5th place, which we saw he was just in 9th a moment ago. So he has figured a little something out, trying to save a little of that Goodyear. Well, not Goodyear, I say it every time. The General Tire, trying to save a little bit of that. It's Cofield bringing Holt all the way down on the apron, but
heading to about the midway point of their first time before pitting. Understanding they could go around 50 laps on a set of tires. Instead, they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Now Cofield back in front. Holt second. There you see Cherry, the Scottsville, Kentucky driver. The NASRA DSR Electric defending truck champion of Monday night now. Watching all this going on to the bottom of the apron as Justice the pole car starts to battle Williams again up front of the top 5 into 1.
Yeah, we know Justice has got the speed, and he's starting to show it as this run goes on. Starting to build up that momentum. He's just right, barely off the deck lid of Williams here. So that's bringing Mark Morton. He has came a long ways from the back as well. Mark Morton on the move as well.
TheBrimBugs.com 200 continues. As now we work our way into lap 26 of the race. There you see now our buddy with his red thongs on and Keith Haney from the ATL. What will he do? The party man trying to stay right up on the 44 of Wolf.
It's a good view of what line they're trying to run. You hear them feathering the throttle, so they're still not, trusting they can just mash the gas. So maybe there is a little handling issue, but it's surely not showing up with these guys right now.
And there you see the fuel capacity, literally at a half a tank. As Trotter now has got Haney right behind him in that towing company Van York Toyota entry. Driver from Ashburn up on the high side. And now the leaders work their way out for Raw Mesa, bouncing off the safer barrier. A little wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bubble. And he still holds on to the gas as they work back into 1.
Yeah, we thought somebody up front just kissed it a little bit on entry as well. They're going to have to watch what they're doing there. But we talked about Trotter flying through the field. He's starting to fall back. He obviously went out a little fast. That'll be something to learn from. But Mesa having a little difficulties here. Just off the wall. I think he's been off the wall maybe twice right now. But you see Peyton Johnson starting to fall back here as well. So, whoa, my goodness. Early
on pit road. M&M's number 3, originally from Cartersville, Georgia, now Colorado. Mark Morton on the pit lane. By the way, Raw Mesa tonight, the all-time starter of NASRA. Tonight, career start number 573.
That's a lot of racing, my friend.
Still looking for that first ever elusive NASRA taste of victory, along with 40 top 5s and 160 plus top 10 finishes, as now Cherry battles Holt. This is for second, going on with Cofield leading into 3.
Yeah, Cherry's starting to show some strength. He's just been patient, but all the while, Tyler Justice, the pole sitter, is really moving himself forward. Cofield's starting to spread the gap a little bit, about 4/10 right now. So, but you can just see Justice. He can put his car just about anywhere he wants to put it. Just not quite able to get the momentum that time.
And remember, Michael, I know you've raced before as well. Chicagoland is one of these racetracks where it feels like you're always turning the wheel. Even on the back straightaways, you look at this very unique back stretch. It's not a straight backstretch. It's a curving back straightaway. So if you go on board with somebody on the cockpit steering the steering wheel, you can always see that they're turning that wheel to the left. Watch this. You watch it on the telemetry. Watch the way that wheel's turning there, Michael. You know about this.
Oh yeah, it feels straight, but you're right, it's not. You're usually moving a little bit to the left, and then turn 3 and 4, it seems like it's a little wider than 1 and 2, so you can try to drive it in here. But yeah, see how your wheel's been. He's always had it moving left a little bit just to keep the car going straight, actually.
And plus, he was up against the outside safer barrier, too, which means that he was more in a straight arrow than if he's on the bottom of the apron where you're constantly always turning on the wheel. 33 of 140 laps, closing in on 100 to go. And there has been nothing but green flag bars on the top of that scoring ticker since we took the start.
Yeah, all those guys that went out hard early, they're paying the price right now. These four guys are going, look at these guys like they're lined up. These four in the front, they're starting to gap them out by about a second and a half right now. Look at this guy going traffic.
Yeah, what a show they're putting on.
I'm just surprised with Merck falling back so far. He's usually one of them guys that he can drive it in deep no matter what, but he must be having a little bit of handling issue. Oh, look out, Peyton.
Yeah, that could have been trouble, but they somehow hold it back together again.
Now they can make it
a little chaotic.
We were getting asked why some guys might be early pitting. They can fuel now and make it to the end, no problem whatsoever. So that could be what they're looking to do right now. And there are extra sets of tires, so why not?
Could we see somebody try to stretch it out to go to lap number 70, or do we still think they're going to have to pit before then, Michael?
50 laps, Wesley. That's what I was told by a race director. 50 laps is a full fuel run. So they'll have to pit at least in both segments.
So normally 50 laps on a run, if you're lucky, you might stretch it for another lap or two. That's really gambling for that matter if you're on fumes.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's got to go all the way to 70, so yeah.
By the way, we've been wide open since the drop of the green. No stop, no brakes, all action as it comes across the stripe now. Lap number 37 of 140. And there was the race recap so far. 5 lead changes, but it's been all down. Jonathan Cofield up in front.
Yeah, he's starting to put about a 1 second gap on the other guys, but Jeremiah Holt, Tyler Justice having quite a battle. Tyler Goodwin and Captain Raul Meza. How about Raul Meza? We talked all that junk about him. He's up in the 6th or 5th position now.
Yeah, solid run right now for Raul Meza, as you mentioned. Quiet night for him.
I better start seeing B squared in the chat group. I know that. I better see B squared in the chat group soon.
Talking about Brandon Broadfoot?
Yes, sir.
Where are you, Brandon? Double B?
See Zach.
There's good one.
Good to see you, Zach.
Yeah, I think when I came on the air, I said tomorrow night was season 13. It's actually season 12. Been a long time since the NASRA Cup Series has been in action, and now on a Thursday night instead of a Friday, Michael.
Yeah, pretty happy about the Thursday, and I didn't realize it had been that many seasons already. That's how out of touch I am.
Crazy, ain't it?
Oh, my goodness.
Don't add one more than what there already is, right?
Yeah, make us older than we are.
Harden on the bottom. That's a battle going on now for that position as they work to the back straightaway. Keep an eye on Goodwin. Harden on the inside. Mark watches. So is Johnson. And they all begin to run down Mesa. This is for 5th through 9th on the racetrack. We're under 100 laps to go here at Chicagoland.
Now we've got newcomer Joshua Perkins. He is on pit road right now. He's still a lap down after his pit stop, but yes, these guys starting to kind of show who saved and who did not. The top 4 have driven off by, 3.5 seconds, so 3 seconds almost. So, yep, these guys, we'll just see if they can catch him or not. Anthony Harden with the move there. Yeah, you can hear it. They're getting a little tight, Wesley. Starting to ease up the track. Matt Cofield doing what Cofield does. He's starting to drive away from Matt Cherry. He's just great on the tires. I don't know what he does. I'd like to know. That'd make me a better racer. But you can see there's the gap. Second, third, fourth, and then right back here. So we get to fifth place Tyler Goodwin right now. With I don't see anybody else on pit road.
Yeah, I mean, everybody looks like they're trying to come for the undercut either. I mean, you got everybody for the most part staying on track. There's Jeff Burke trying to run down Harden and Meza for that spot. 3 wide in the middle. There goes Martin around Merck's car. And Wolf. And Johnson.
Yeah, Morton on those new tires. He's trying to make as much ground before the pit stop as he can. Because right now he's we got contact between Wolf and Merck. A little bit of happy bumping right there.
Johnson looking high, looking low. Got Wolf in front of him. He can't decide which way to go. And he's boxed in by Merck on the top side.
Yeah, we got a few takers. Tyler Justice on pit road now. So he left the third position. Robert Richards on pit road. Peyton Johnson's on pit road. Adam Leidy on pit road.
Some of the back runners onto the pit lane now behind the top 20, but the top 10 still stay on tow. They still stay on the gas. Lap number 45. And you see they're in the red. Jeff Burke's in the red. You see that. In ninth. And here comes the leader. Cofield pulling onto the pit lane. He'll pit. Here comes Jeremiah Holt on pit road. The other Cofield on pit road. Mark Cofield. And now Matt Cherry being showed as the new leader. Goodwin second. Harden third. Meza fourth. And now Wolf the top 5.
Now, I kind of like this run long strategy. You can make it on 2 stops. If we don't have, a bunch of yellows, you can do 2 stops and you can make it. So here we go with Matt Cherry coming in. That'll cycle Raul Meza to the lead. Gene Wolf, Jeffrey Johnson. So Meza going to lead him a lap here.
Closing in on 50 and 20 remaining before the competition caution. Remember, the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA series do not run stages, just like real ARCA does. ARCA doesn't have stage racing. They pick a time around a quarter of the race completed, halfway, and then they throw a competition caution. And Michael, I'm not going to lie to you, buddy. We might need one, right? I mean, you've got everybody bunched up now. And now they're all separated. You now got all these guys pitting under green flag conditions. These guys have been at it since the drop of the green flag less than 25 minutes ago. And we're literally 20 laps to halfway here.
Yeah, we've seen a tremendous race so far. I mean, a lot of action. I mean, great racing out of everyone. The problem is, hopefully you don't get a mistake with new tires and old tires, because we're seeing a drop-off is pretty significant with Raul. It's 1.8 seconds drop-off. So a lot of, it's an racing track. So we're seeing a lot of drop-off out of these guys.
We know these guys in the front are going to come down pit road. Raul Meza's leading now. Here comes now Meza down to the inside. He'll pull onto the apron and enter pit road. So does behind him Wolf and Richardson. They're all pitting. Green flag pit stops continue, but now 50 laps completed, and Johnson now the new leader in 33.
Yeah, he's going to have to come real soon, but this has been fantastic out of these guys. We've made it through the cycle almost. We just got a couple guys left. We see Curtis Banks still has to come. Jeff Merck still has to come to pit road, and Jeffrey Johnson. Everyone else has made their stop.
Merck on pit road now. Jeff Merck behind the pit lane. He was in second. Meza's in the pits, as we mentioned. Jeff Merck was second when he come down pit road. This will now put Johnson in the lead still. Now Johnson looks like he'll drop off, and he'll show signs of coming down pit road. Way down on the binders as they work through 3 and 4. And here he comes. Johnson's in on fumes in the 33.
Yeah, he's just about. That's probably a good thing he came down. Gotta wait for. Yeah, that might be the last one. Curtis Banks is also in. So, yep, this will complete the cycle. We'll see where everybody cycles out.
And remember,
Morton
Mark
with that
Morton, who
undercut.
pitted on lap number 29. Mark Morton pitted on lap 29, which makes me think these other guys might be trying to make it a two-stop race, Michael. He is trying to make it a three-stop race. He has put himself now in a totally different cycle than everybody else, and he's going to lead some laps here in the M&M number 3.
Absolutely. I mean, there was enough tires over the wall for 3 stops. You know, if you count your 2 during the segments and your 1 at the competition, you could put tires on every time and still have a set for a late race caution. So I don't know why these guys didn't.
53 laps completed now, and all the pit stops have now concluded. Mark Morton up 23 spots now, the leader. As there you see now the pole man, Tyler Justice, in second, but he is 3 seconds back to the leader, Morton. He's up ahead of him. Behind them, Haney, Cherry, Williams, right there in the top 5, and right within striking distance, 3 seconds behind, following Justice to run down the leader into 1.
Yeah, what we're seeing is everyone that took the late pits, they got that undercut really worked for these guys. You know, second and a half a lap, you saw what it did. It put Morton well ahead of who was the leader. He is 7 seconds clear of Cofield, who was the leader.
Mark Morton now out in front, holding on to that top spot, 55 of 140 laps. We haven't took a commercial break in a while. We'll go side by side to thank some of our sponsors, and we will still stay with you calling the action. As right now, Mark Morton still holding on to the lead. Tyler Justice in second, Matt Cherry third, Keith Haney fourth, and Trevor Williams the top 5. Jeremiah Holt is 6th. 7th is Peyton Johnson. 9th is Jonathan Cofield. Or 8th, Cofield. Jeff Burke is 9th. Tyler Goodwin, the top 10. That, by the way, is 6 Chevrolets, 3 Toyotas, and 1 Ford in the top 10 right now, Michael.
Yeah, Keith Haney holding it in for the Ford Brigade. But he's got a really good showing. He made his way, well up in there, and then he pitted a little bit early, able to get great track position out of this. But these guys are rolling in Mark Morton very quickly. They got it down to 1.4. We just saw it was over 3 seconds a little bit ago. So I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on to it over the next 12 laps.
Oh, and here's something you got to remember as well. Coming up in about the next less than 15 laps, Michael McKinnon, we know we're going to get a caution. It might be the first caution of the night, but we are going to get a caution whenever we complete lap 70. Competition yellow coming.
Absolutely, and if we know Morton will more than likely pit, I would say most guys will go ahead and take tires. You had 4 extra sets over the wall, so I would think they would go ahead and do it again. That's why, I don't know. A 2-stop strategy, I get it, but you can fill up the competition cost, and you still can't make it to the end. So I think they'll all come down and take 4 fresh ones, and we'll re-rack and do it all over again.
Morton, Cherry, Justice, Haney, Williams, top 5. There's the man out of Cartersville, Mark Morton, right up against the outside safer barrier. He's now the leader. Remember, went for an undercut, came down pit road early.
We're going to get a pick right here. Justice should be able to roll past Morton as well. Not quite yet. No.
I think Morton's going to be fine. I think he's just hanging out, lying in the weeds. Honestly, Michael and Dean, I think he's just He went for the undercut. He's got enough to go to the distance in less than 10 laps, and then he's going to come down. Now, the question is there going to be more pit stops made? Remember, these guys got 5 sets of tires, Dean. They started with the set they raced on and then 4 sets extra. So they still got 3 sets left. So are you going to come down pit road at lap 70 and get everybody back in sequence with one another? I think Morton thinks that's exactly what's going to happen.
Well, it worked out for him either way. I mean, he started 23rd. He's holding 3rd position right now. I mean, yeah, there's a few guys chasing him down, but we've only got, almost 7.5 laps to go here. If he can hold on to it, it's a big gain in track position. So good strategy play, I believe.
Good strategy play indeed as we continue to watch these guys coming down to the pit lane here. Pit stops under green happening. They're done. Now we watch the race happen till the competition caution, which is about 7 laps from now. It is now Cherry in the lead. Cherry and Justice now. Morton back to 3rd. Nothing wrong with that as they move around more lap traffic. That's the 14 down on the inside, getting out of harm's way, letting them race on. By the way, that's Cummings.
Yeah, that's who I was looking for too. Wasn't quite sure who the gray car was right there, silver, however you want to call it, but doing a good job, not really hindering these guys too poorly. And it'll work out for Cummings too, Wesley. I mean, he'll get a lucky dog at the end of when we come to the competition caution here, he'll be able to get himself back on the lead lap.
The Brim Bugs, brimbugs.com 200. I'm going to say hello to them, a new sponsor for NASRA.
Yeah, I was just asking about that, Wesley. I had not seen them before. It's great to see a new sponsor come on board. I mean, we appreciate all the great sponsors of NASRA, but to have a new one, that's got to figure out how to say the name properly and remember to say it enough.
Brim Bugs. Here at Chicagoland Speedway. They call it the Windy City. And that is where we are tonight, right now, down to the inside. Here comes now the 41. There's another car that's out of sequence with the other fast leaders. Is racing amongst the lead pack is back marker cars. All this goes on now as we are closing in on 4 remaining in the stage competition, or the competition caution at lap 70.
There's on board with Adam Lighty here, but there you see the 48 of Robert Richards having a really good run up 15 spots. So this is God, I thought he was getting up into a good one, but it's okay. Robbie having a good run tonight.
Don't forget tomorrow night, season 12 in the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series, where it all started. Cobbs is back, new night, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Michael McKinnon and myself will be joining you in the broadcast booth tomorrow evening from Daytona, and the official kickoff of Points Racing.
Yeah, we're going to catch that red eye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, Michael, you're finally hearing from B Squared. Just got off work. I'll see you gents tomorrow night, baby.
Yeah, he was kind of upset that we weren't able to make last week, but I told him it'd be all good, buddy. Get in the race tonight. We'll show your car a couple times.
By the way, don't forget, he's got a big race coming up in August. I'm going to be in the booth with you with that race, Michael. Looking forward to that. Daytona 500 miler.
You moved the date on that, right? I got to remember the date.
He did, and I'm still waiting for your call, Brandon Broadfoot.
Yeah.
I think it's now going to be on. I think it's going to be on the 22nd and 23rd. No. The 28th through the 30th is what he was telling me. Final lap, by the way, before the competition caution for ARCA. Green flag until now. Matt Cherry. No stage points, but he is the leader as he comes out of the line. Caution flag will come out. And that will end A 70-lap solid green flag run since the drop of the green for NASRA ARCA at Chicagoland. Caution is out, and I wonder how many people are happy the yellow waves here. Michael, yellow flag presented by Serve Pro.
They're all probably happy except Matthew Cummins, because right at the line, Joshua Perkins becomes the first car one lap down. So he's going to get the lucky dog, and Matthew Cummins is going to be stuck a lap down after this. So he'll be the only one that didn't want to see that come out. But yeah, this is fantastic out of these boys so far. Ooh, meatball flag for Axel Smith.
I got the feeling, wow, Axel Smith meatball flag. Yeah, something going on with his car. And Axel Smith, something wrong with the Vanilla Wafers, number 97. A throwback of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Xfinity win in Daytona back in the early 2000s.
That's one I'm not sure of.
Oh, boy. I think they're pitting, Michael. I really do. I think everybody is coming down pit road. If I'm a betting man right now, I know we're not in Vegas, but I'm telling you, I'm cashing my chips. I'm telling you, the front runners are coming in, and here they come. I'm a millionaire. Virtually.
Virtually a millionaire. That's correct, man. No, this would be absolutely my call. I would do this myself. We'll see Cummins. He can be able to take that wave round, but he's not going to be able to pit if he does.
And by the way, what strategy for Mark Morton? He now rolled the dice, hit it early on an undercut before the competition caution. He pits with everybody else. He's now in sequence with everybody else again now.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a great call out of him early. He ran a 42-lap stint there to end the stage, so he's still showing pretty good pace at that point. See the race off pit road. See Matt Cherry there. Tyler Justice going to come out second. Look like Keith Haney third, Williams fourth, and Morton fifth. So, yeah, Mark Morton coming right back out in fifth place, Wesley.
We are going to take a commercial break, but before we do that, let's bring in Matt Cherry, NASRA DSR Monday Night Truck Champion, defending man, and the winner of the, of course, first 70 laps before the competition caution. Matt, what a long green flag run. Was this what you expected tonight?
Absolutely not. I'm really shocked that we even made it this far without somebody crashing. This ain't normal for us.
Well, you certainly got the speed there, buddy. I mean, we've seen you run with everybody tonight, so it's feeling good. A little clean air probably felt real good right there at the end, right?
Yeah, I got stuck in a lot of traffic at the start of the race. I kind of burnt my stuff up. I could stay with Cofield, but I couldn't gain any on him. But once I got out front, I don't know what happened to Cofield back there. I don't know if he got caught speeding or if he didn't take tires or what, but he dropped like a rock there. But yeah, we definitely got some speed tonight. Hopefully we can hang on to it and not get run over like we do every week.
Feel like the fireworks are about to begin, Matt.
Yeah, we're gonna let her hang out here.
That's the thoughts of Matt Cherry. Quick break, and we come back for the restart at Chicagoland. Okay, I'm understanding we're going to wait till we come back and take a restart. I'm sorry, we're not going to take a commercial break. We're going to stay here for the restart. I guess I ran out of time. My apologies, but I did want to get Matt Cherry on and get his thoughts. So for real, I'll throw a plug out there. This race is presented by BrimBugs.com. BrimBugs.com, a family-owned, hand-selected fish tested. You can find the right fly faster. Shop-proven panfish, panfish, bass, trout, and crappie patterns from trusted makers and small batch flash fly tiers. Contact for your best shop sellers and the new arrivals like the Legion Brain Killer, a fish catching machine. The Legion Brain Killer is a proven sinking fly for bluegill and bass, especially when warmer weather and water sends fish deeper. For more details, go to BrimBugs.com. That is BrimBugs.com, or you can call them toll free at 1-800-513-7041. There you go, Michael. There's back to green and information that you wanted to know about BrimBugs.com.
Yeah, fantastic read, my friend. I was not sure, but now that makes sense. We got the Pultz poppers, and now we got the Brim Bugs. So if we want to go catch some fish, we can do that, and then get a hold of Hillbilly as well. You got plenty of fishing baits out there.
Back it away. And this beginning again, the second half of the race, because remember the competition caution was at lap number 70. And boy, we talked about it. They didn't waste no time at all, man. They quickly went back to racing and Cherry in the lead. He thinks the fireworks are going to happen now on the restart. Right now, these guys are racing very efficient around here.
Yeah, they're doing an unbelievable job, to be honest. Same thing Matt said. Usually something happens or, somebody gets out of shape, but the track temp is only 73 degrees right now. So these cars are feeling good right now. Adam Lighty in the middle, little squirrely as Cofield trying to inside.
Yeah, that's right, Michael. If I remember correctly, Brandon Broadfoot, he no longer lives in Chico, California. He moved to the East Coast. And the East Coast, and whoa, trouble, crash, Lighty, Richards, Meza misses, Johnson in the fence, caution out, and now the chaos begins on the back stretch in turn 3 on lap 77.
Yeah, pretty odd looking crash there. Looked like Richards moved up into Adam Lighty there. Not sure, we'll have to see, but just kind of, I think he thought he had a little room, and he did not.
Yeah, it looked like Adam Lighty tried to save the car after contact with Richards. The first bam, right there. Johnson misses, comes back, hits the right front or the right rear, and around goes all 3 cars. Meza with a T-bone shot in the passenger door for the 37. The 19 on the binders as well. And he goes for a spin in the Menards Monster 19 machine. From another angle, look at this again. Replay presented by Pultz Poppers there, Michael.
Yeah, I literally think Robbie didn't have any idea it was there. I don't think the spotter had called it yet. Adam was trying to fill the hole. I don't think Robbie knew it was there. Well, there's my first commentator curse. I pointed him out earlier. There he goes.
Yep, there it is. Whoa. From another angle. There. From another. On board. Watch this. Oh. They're going to go on board with the 48, I believe, or the 35. One of these guys are going to go on board with them here. Watch this. Okay, from another angle, actually, from up top. Yeah, you see the 48, and he comes up. 48 comes up, makes a little contact, or the 35 came down, actually, and hit the 48. Then he saves the hit the 33. Then he tags the right rear, the 48 again, and here we go, guys. The merry-go-round begins. Yeah, boy, what a shot.
Cofield taking evasive action. Boy, he was right behind that stuff.
A T-bone steak would be good, but not a T-bone shot in the car. That's what Meza did to Richards. And there's Johnson's car, all damaged. He got caught up in the wreck. Jeffrey Johnson's car in a shower of sparks as he tries to limp it onto the pit lane. Let's see what happened to 33 again. He was the one in the middle. He's up to the one up top.
Yeah, it gets Richard right across the nose.
He comes. No good. Right here. Bam. What a shot. Man, it looked like, too, from that impact that Johnson had no control of his car either. I mean, you just saw the way that car hard shot into the outside safer barrier from the contact of those guys. And there's the damage. There's the sparks for the Ryan Hall Racing number 33 Johnson's car, all badly damaged. We not took a break since we came on the air. We're back from the Windy City, virtual Chicago. After this, with 80 completed in the Brimbugs.com 200.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome back, and we're understanding somebody's blew an engine. Understanding Axel possibly has blew his engine. Axel Wolf is out, so back to green. Axel Smith, my apologies, but when restart zone, back to racing. We're ready with under 60 laps to go, 58 remaining to be exact, here at Chicagoland, and Cherry back out in front again. Michael, are the fireworks going to continue here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think these guys are going to race any, less, so they very well could. I just think that, honestly, that last wreck, I just don't even think he knew he was there. Was moving up, coming off the corner, and got him. So we'll just have to wait and see. But these guys have done such a tremendous job tonight. I can't say enough about these guys. Oh, Jeff Merck.
Hang on, buddy. Loose indeed, boy. That could have been chaotic, and somehow they hold it together as they come back into the corner now. Cherry, Justice, Morton, Merck, Holt now back up into the top 5. How about this run? You're on board with him. Trying to stay behind Cofield. This is a good one. The Loves Park, Illinois driver from the land of Lincoln now staying up right on top of the driver from Alabama, Jonathan Cofield. And here comes the virtual thundering herd, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, looking to 3.
Yeah, Merck and Morton make a little contact. Merck's trying to pinch down. Morton's not having any of it this time. All the while, Peyton Johnson's loving it. Him and Holt coming forward.
Holt trying to squeeze in the middle. Jeremiah throwing the block. Oh, Johnson!
And there we go.
And he got turned. And it knew it was going to happen. Oh, you made a big boo-boo there.
Yeah.
As a good friend of mine says when we broadcast baseball together, Michael, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't want to say what Jeremiah did was stupid, but was it? I mean, he threw the bloke, he cut up in front of the 15. The 15 panics, and he's got nowhere to go, and you're sure going to get hit and tapped in the back. That's exactly what happened to Holton 74. Unbelievable.
Well, I think if you're going to throw that block, stay up there once you're up there. He didn't keep going. He stopped once he saw Johnson come back down, and we all know Peyton. And Peyton, I don't blame Peyton for anything there. You're not going to try to get off the gas, but he blocked him right into the deck lid and then stopped. Didn't go up any further, so Johnson's like, well, I'll come back up with you. Oh, never mind, can't. Oh, Jonathan Cofield got
wow. From another angle, look at that. And now I will say this. I don't think Holt's car is badly damaged. So.
Several people.
Could this be the money stop of the race? What do you think, Michael? Money stop of the race right here, lap number 85, 86?
If we get a couple more cautions, they could probably make it all the way. So, yeah, very well could be for some of these guys. But as I said, they've got 2 sets for this segment. So, hell, take them now.
Pitting. Jeff Merck, get a little swig of drink. Let's bring in Jeff. Let's bring in some Jeff Merck. Sipping on some scissor, as my buddy used to always say back in the day. Little Snoop Diggity Dog. Let's bring in Jeff Merck. Are you sipping on some scissor, Jeff?
Some scissor? Getting that scissor? Yeah, man. Shake.
What's it? Michael, go
I
ahead.
love you guys.
That car's shaking and making a little too. Is it?
I was shaking, baby. Oh, this thing's. You know how tight a banjo string is?
I was wondering why all the
jokes with Jeff.
It's twice as tight as that.
Oh man!
So you couldn't turn this thing in a 40-acre field.
Jeff, do you got to fill in? Do you got to fill in the fireworks and the crashes are about to begin now, man? Especially after what a solid performance you guys did for the opening 70 laps before the competition caution.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I think there's a lot of fighting to try to get to the top, to be honest with you, because it's a mess. I thought I'd mix the strategy up a little bit, see what happens, and we'll go from there. Oh, Jonathan Cofield said he wants to touch it.
Oh, no. I tell him I didn't mention anything
Just
before he got
barely.
it.
Oh my
That's a
God.
running joke between me and Kofi.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
going to tell you what Keith Hades said.
You let him touch it with Hades' red thongs, right? Is that what?
That's right.
All right, we'll see you, buddy. Oh, we are so fired, Michael.
Oh, no, our PG rating is out the window, man.
PG.
Oh.
I didn't say.
So much for the
Lord,
family show.
y'all going to get me fined. I can.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Jeff.
Send him on his way before we get another fine.
Get the heck out of here before he gets me in trouble any more than he already has. Let's go back to the restart. Oh, if you can't have fun, call it iRacing. What the hell are we here for? Back underway, ladies and gentlemen, closing in on 50 to go. 52 laps remain at Chicagoland. And Cherry gone again. Johnson Justice door to door. Williams Haney will follow in two, Michael.
Yeah, great start out of these guys. Here's a guy we haven't called all night. That number 1 in Josh Rodriguez. He's made his way all of a sudden into the top 6. I don't even know where he came from. Just looked on the scoring pylon. There he is in the HendricksCar.com livery. So looking pretty sharp up there, trying to bring Haney along. Cherry trying to break the draft.
Coming across the stripe now, another lap on the board. There'll be 50 remaining next time by. Here comes now the 1. Quiet night for him in the Hendrick Cars Chevrolet. Here comes Josh Rodriguez. He's up there now.
We'll see if these guys once again are going out too fast, but we don't have a lot of green flag running, so they can go pretty hard right now. Still 50 to go, so if you fueled in the next lap or two, you can make it to the end.
Finish time under 50 remaining. Matt Cherry, Peyton Johnson, Tyler Justice, Keith Haney, and Mark Cofield, the top 5 as we close into the home stretch here at the virtual Windy Chicagoland. Set your bets and your picks. Who is going to win as we pause for a moment?
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Connor, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
We're back at Chicagoland. Dinglestein, Hopton, Michael McKinnon, and I'm Wesley Outland. And we are now down to the home stretch of this one. 48 laps to go. And now we continue to watch Mark Cofield show his talents coming through the field now. One time Jonathan Cofield was doing well, now Mark is. And that hillbilly entry down to the inside, trying to grab Haney's spot as that goes on for third, heading into one with Cherry being in the lead.
How about Mark? Out of nowhere all of a sudden, here he is. And he is rolling. New tires.
The man is on a mission. And he now shows his strengths as the top leader. Here comes the field working now off of turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Now battles with Haney for third. They got Justice in front of them now as they work 3, Michael.
Yeah, this high line, as Mark said, we see Mark, once he got to the bottom, not able to make any more hay out of it in this top lane, starting to show its strength even against the newer tires of Cofield on the bottom.
Look at now, way up top comes Jonathan Cofield, and so is Merck to follow. Merck and Cofield now both climbing up into the top 10 again. Watch them as they dive into 3 going around Morton and Company.
Car in the wall, Anthony Harden all over the wall. Here comes Merck on his new shoes. We know he's going to be fast. Still not feeling real good with those shoes, though, is he?
I really don't think so.
Cherry in the lead. Cherry is gone, Michael. I'm telling you, man, what a restart he got. He launched out, and he's already about 9/10 of a second to a second more, already pulling away from Justice. Haney now follows Justice. Top now correction. That Haney throwing the block on Johnson, and there's contact, and they're going up the racetrack, and somehow they're spinning. And Mark Field goes around. Goodwin involved. Holt caught up in it. Ellis crashed. Caution out again. Fourth one as we approach lap 100.
That was a huge contact into Jeremiah Holt. You see the meatball flag. I couldn't quite tell where it started.
It started with the 15.
Johnson and
Keep it on.
57.
Yeah, Johnson and Cofield, guys.
Yeah, it looked like Peyton and Cofield, too, it looked like.
Yeah. Haney made a decision. He went to the bottom, and then keep an eye on this. He went to the inside and got away from him, and then there's Johnson and Cofield, and that's what happened. They both go. Oh, wow. They tangled at the bottom of the apron, and then Cofield back up the track. Nowhere to go for anybody to hit the 57. Johnson might get the mulligan out of this thing, Michael, because he stayed to the bottom of the racetrack when Cofield came back up. Watch the yellow 15 compared to the black 57.
Yeah, he's going to get away with it. He's the one that hit the wall and started this. I think he kisses the wall right there, and then down he goes.
There, yep.
But yet, like
Haney
you said,
Williams
he's going to be able to get the
just missed
mulligan.
it. Yep, and look at the 15 now. Stays on the apron, and now Cofield nowhere to go and back up track. Slammed into the 13 by Goodwin, and others crash into him. What a tough break for Chris Ellis as well, the man out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Strong run for him tonight until now. Another angle on board with Goodwin. Whoa!
And nowhere to go, and Holt the same way. I mean, Holt took a shot. Immediate
On board with Chris Ellis. On board with Jeremiah Holt, then Chris Ellis from different camera angles. From our one-man awesome producer, Bigglesteen Hopton. Watch it, listen, watch it again. I mean, where do you go? You think you're okay, right? And then all of a sudden, he's coming up. I mean, what do you do, Michael? That's all you can say, right? I mean, first you say it, then you do it.
That's exactly. I mean, there's no way to get away from that one. No way. And you see Chris Ellis here. I mean, we had such clean running, and now it's just, tiny mistakes. Chris Ellis. Oh, what do I do? What do I do?
Oh, no. Man.
Ooh, wait.
Somebody just chimed in and said that was all on the 15. That was all on the 15.
Yeah, we didn't say it wasn't. It just said he got the mulligan because he was able to save it down there.
I did. I'm not trying to say it. Yeah, that all I said was that he got the mulligan because he dropped to the apron of the racetrack. But yeah, the 15, he did it. Where's race control at, Dean? Where's our race control?
Cody.
We love our race control. We love how he doesn't want it. Oh, we love it. Turn it up. Yes, I love it. Yes, yeah, we love it.
Such a good race has turned into a little calamity.
Take it up to 100.
Tyler
I love the race control. It sets a new picture of our audience to see what's going on behind the scenes, Michael. As long as they play nice,
That is true, but I wanted to let everybody know from 7th place on back pitted, so they can make it on fuel if we get some clean racing here because we had such a good race. But yeah, Tyler Justice, Meza, I think Cherry pitted, Woodward, Jonathan Woodward, Trevor Williams. These guys that pitted, they can make it.
We'll find out when they come to green. Green. Back it away. Restart zone, by the way. 3 wide. Will you go for it? Cofield says, I'm coming through. Going after Richardson in the 5. Michael, how important is new freshies, as our buddy Jacob Reeves always says? Is tires important in Chicagoland here?
Yes. The freshies are very important right here. We'll see the difference in lap times in the next little bit. Cofield's still feeling some of that damage. Yeah, but how about Buzzy Mongold out of nowhere, all the way up to third?
Come on up there, Buzzy. Yes, sir. Buzzy, Buzzy, Buzzy. Buzz, Mongold to the rescue.
Tyler Justice, not a great restart, but Matt Cherry had a pretty good restart. He's all the way back up to 6th. That's hitting, so.
He's
Look
happy.
at him. He's just telling himself a story now. I made her to the front, boys. My guy, Shoshaco Springs still look pretty strong.
Look at this. Right down. Watch him down into the. Oh, here we go. Oh, boy. Up against the wall. Cherry. He tries to go high. Under 40 to go now. Here they come to the line. And now Jeff gets up in front. With Jonathan Cofield going into turn 1.
Yeah, Trotter grazed the
Little
wall.
shot for Trotter. Yes, sir. Not done yet.
Look at this mess. Oh, here comes Cherry all the way to the bottom. I thought Merck said
Three
you couldn't
wide.
turn it.
3
Oh,
wide,
goodness.
hot the leader for the top spot. Merck now under attack up top. They're 3 wide, and they're going to slam into one another. Cofield just got the ends. Left hand right, got door slammed. He holds on to that spot. He's still the meat in the sandwich. As now Trotter goes to second, going to 3 with a big push. Car Justice in 1, 3 and 4. And we're 3 wide behind him again.
What racing we're seeing.
Wow.
That's incredible they're able to hold it together. There was some door banging right there. Trotter in 58. Here comes Justice on the new shoes. He's got the high line rolling. Cofield's, yeah, still feeling a little effects of that damage. He has to be.
Craziness indeed. Here comes now the 17. That's Trotter. He'll clear by the 45. Pulls up in front of Justice. Mark down to the inside of Cherry.
Yeah, Merck just decided he's driving it in that time. See if he drives it in there again.
There is a storm brewing. Keep an eye on that big pack of traffic as now Jeff Burke leads them. Trotter on the outside. He wants to win in NASRA. He's going to go to the lead as they go to 3. Shirley and Toyota door to door.
Trotter all the way up to the penthouse there to see what kind of momentum he brings off. Will he be able to cross anybody over? Merck's not going to allow that. Making her wide, Jeff.
Look at Justice now back in the party. So is Cherry. Cofield and Haney there. Sport watches on. Remember, Mark Morton, he made that strategy at the beginning of the race, pitting earlier than anybody else, and then he had that strategy being his advantage now because he's right up in the mix with everyone. As we saw Rob Meza bounce off the wall, coming to the line, lap number 108, a 140, 32 to go here in the Wild State. Windy City, virtual Chicago, and now Cherry holds off Haney and Cofield door to door.
Mark slide down a little door on Trotter. Here goes Mark Morton. And it's
Morton
Peyton Johnson again. That is the third wreck that's happened around Peyton. The third accident around the 15.
Tony Burleson collected in 79. He rolls away. Caution out. 5th yellow flag of the race for the 2nd time. An incident involving the 15 of Peyton Johnson on track.
2nd or 3rd.
Wow.
See what happens here.
You're chaotic. It's crazy racing. They're 3 wide in multiple parts of the spectrum. It looks like 15
Rodriguez.
Yep, there it is. And Rodriguez and Johnson and Morton. Watch this one more time here. I can't tell if the 1 came up or the 15 came down, or they both made the same move at the same time, and that's what it looks like, Michael.
Yeah, I don't know if
See what happens.
if Josh knew it was 3 wide, but
Race control is now looking at the replay on the TV feed, and they'll make a decision of how do you call that. Michael, part of me wants to say the yellow's on the 15, but then another part of me wants to say that was just a racing incident.
It'll be a racing incident.
I mean,
between 3, 15, and 1 type situation.
There you go.
15 and the 3 got into each other, and then they started pinballing off each other with the 1 as well.
Now, there you see, I called it perfectly, Michael. That's exactly what happened. It's a racing incident. Nobody really at fault here.
Yeah, the contact from Rodriguez just kind of finished it off. And then Buzzy gets a piece. I didn't see that early. That's a shame. Here comes the 5. Richardson, he got through. But Tony Burleson, he's the one that took the brunt of it. But it looked like all 3 of the cars took significant damage.
Yeah, and what a tough break for Mark Morton, man. We talked about just a moment ago the strategy of his. This is on board with Mark Morton. Up in the storm, and I told you I felt the storm was brewing, and there it was. Mongold just missed it. Wow, he got lucky.
All right, so let's give everybody else a chance to reset with their pit stops. Gene Wolfe has taken his.
Do you really need to pit? Do you really
don't
need to
have
pit?
to.
I mean,
you still got 29 laps, and new freshies is what you're going to want to the end here. So I would have took the shot to put them on if I had a set for sure.
but we're going to take a new set of commercials because we haven't really had a lot of commercials tonight. Stay with us, folks. More from Chicagoland right after this.
Starbase 1552 Comics. Suit up and head over to Whatnot Live to fight your way to save your collection. Our command center has comic books, action figures, posters, autographs, Funko Pops, and many other collectibles. If you can't make it live, fly on over to our eBay and Amazon stores. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because being informed is part of the battle. Starbase 1552 Comics is a proud supporter of the iRacing's North American Sim Racing Association League. Starbase 1552 Comics. Reclaim your childhood.
You're taking the time to join us for the BrimBugs.com 200. Michael McKinnon, Wesley Outlet, Bigglestein Hopton on production. Don't forget tomorrow night, the NASRA Cops Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Season 12 gets started Daytona. Make sure you join us 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night we'll be on the action for you to start their new season now on Thursday night. Spring fly, under 30 to go. 28 at the line. Cherry in the clear air. That's where he wants to be. Out of trouble as they work into one, Michael.
Yeah, good start out of him, but also Rodriguez able to come through from that last incident. He's right back up here in the top 5. See Buzzy able to contain speed, so he's not damaged too bad. So hopefully another good run for Buzz. And Gene Wolfe is starting to make his presence known.
Below the apron, Cherry inside. Justice up top. Here's some of the race control.
Good, brother. I don't cut that apron. Noted.
He said, I don't like that apron. Somebody did. They went for it. Maybe on the last lap I'll go to the apron, but not right now. Here comes Cherry on top. Justice now going up high. Here's the man from the pole. Quiet night for him. Fell back to 10th, but now as it counts the most, closing in on 25 to go, Michael. He is right up in the front to win this thing. Battles with Haney on the bottom. And when that goes on, Wolf watches on in 2.
Yeah, the fight is on right here for a second. They need to clean this up or Cherry's going to drive away right here. He's done it twice already. So somebody clean it up and let's chase down the man right now because he's going to drive out.
Cherry inside below the apron, so will Justice follow. And then they climb right back up to the top of the banking. Remember, that's allowed here in Chicagoland.
Some oil down there.
Only time you cannot go down below the apron. Daytona, Talladega, or Echo Park, Atlanta, because it is a no-no. And you hear some of the conversation saying you were clear on the bottom. Cofield, you were clear on the apron. You should have went for it. He said, no, I didn't want to. Here comes now Merck. Battles with Wolf to the line.
And Merck got Wolf loose. That's a good job by Gene holding on to it there. But I think he's got these freshies. Oh, get off there. Woo, that was close to a big one. Everybody go to the high side, but I think that's where they want to be, except these guys. New shoes.
To the inside. It's like he's shot out of a rocket out of a cannon. And he's licking his chops to boot. He said, somebody stop me. Jeff Burke now to second from sixth.
That's
unbelievable.
Yep. Cofield on the Freshies as well. You asked me if they needed them. They did, apparently, because here they come.
We're not done yet. Talk about fresh tires. Friends, you got tires, you're going to need them. And right now, tires might be your best friend on the track right now, Michael. 22 to go.
Yeah, they definitely are. The only thing you're at the mercy of here is if we get another caution flag. But there are, Tyler Justice still has a set. Looks like Matthew Cummins, but he's down a ways. But leaders right now, Tyler Justice still has a set of Freshies, and I believe Cherry does as well.
Cofield patiently now watching on. Merkin.
Pushing me to it.
I think we got the chat room going.
I love it. As long as these guys play nice and don't say anything inappropriately, it'll sound good.
That's the key.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the line this time by Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go here at Chicagoland. We go side by side to thank our sponsor as we continue to call the action for you. Remember, mention NASRA, 50% off of your order at checkout. 15% goes back in NASRA's pocket as well. And while all this goes on, Michael, 3 cars fighting for the lead on the back straightaway.
Yeah, Jonathan Cofield has got whatever damage he has fixed, it looks like to me. But he's supposed to on 12-lap newer tires. I thought Cherry had it, but he does not.
Down into turn 3. Merck now patiently waiting. Does he go to the bottom? He will. He will hook up with Cofield to the inside. And Cherry now up on the outside by himself. Now he's got friends. If Merck can't decide where he wants to go as the leaders door slam one another. That's Cofield. That's Cherry for the lead. Under 20 to go. And what happens? Here comes Justice. Whoa, Trotter let him in. Richardson's running out of room. And we're 3-1 in.
Yeah, that was close, but the 5 is really rolling his top. He just came out of nowhere.
Johnson's car, that's Johnson, a badly damaged, bang, battered, cruising out of it. Stays to the inside, lets him race on. At one time, that yellow 15 was fighting for the win. Just a little zealous and took himself out too soon. 17 to go now. Cherry in the lead, and they go back into one, Michael.
Yeah, this is great racing. Like I said, differing strategies right here, and you can see it, but if these leaders can hang on till these things equalize a little bit, they'll still have a good shot. But this high line starting to show its strength just a little. We saw Richardson coming way up high. And here goes Justice all the way up to the top.
Inside, here comes now Cofield, clearing by Burt. Richardson watches on. They're single file. Justice off the wall. Trotter is there. Here comes Williams to the inside. 15 laps to go when they come to the start at Chicagoland, all 4.
And all the players coming to the front. Fastest man last lap was Robert Richardson. He was about a 10th quicker than everybody on the track. So he's definitely got the pace if he can just get around and negotiate the traffic here. Merck's not going to have any of that. We'll pitch him right on down.
Contact 560. Merck and Richardson, and it got antsy. Justice licks his chops. He's ready to go to the inside. He'll clear him. No, he will not. Now Trotter in trouble up against the outside wall. Wolf watches on. 14 to go in Chicagoland.
Remember, if we do have a call, big slam into the wall, Trotter again. If we do have another caution, Keith Haney and Tyler Justice both have a set of tires laying, if my pit stop information is correct. They've only made 3 stops. They should have one more set left, and we're door banging.
Williams got loose, door slamming, Justice off Wolf. That's the battle now for 7th and 8th. 6th, 7th, 8th, excuse me. Trotter trying to get away from this.
What do you mean?
You hear the guys, give me room.
You're dooring me.
You're dooring me. Give me room, man. He said, why am I going to give you room? You're dooring me. You hear it now on the chat. Down the stretch we go with 12 to go at the line, this time by Chicago.
Yeah, all the while, Cofield finally cleared Merck, so we'll see if he can put a challenge on the back bumper here at Cherry, because Cherry was driving out, but here comes Jonathan Cofield. Never count him out. I was told to keep his name out of my mouth for the curse tonight, so sorry, Jonathan.
You're good.
Cofield second. Cherry and Cofield 1 and 2. Keep my driver's name out your mouth.
Yeah, that's the meme I received.
11 to go.
It was all in good fun, man. I told him I called a race last night and I had no commentator curses, and Johnson said, well, keep my name out your mouth. Oh,
Yeah, Cofield just slapped the shit out of me.
Cofield to the bottom. He's going to the lead. Clears by Cherry. Well, if Michael won't talk about Cofield, I sure as hell will. New leader. 10 to go. Jonathan Cofield in Chicagoland.
Yeah, he made a great run through the traffic on his new stretchy tires there. If Richardson gets past Merck, he's going to have something to say here. He's been really, really consistently fast.
By the way, Cofield won the race that we didn't broadcast last Wednesday night. We still got to make that one up, the one at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Jonathan Cofield looking for now his 4th win on the season. A 3-time winner this year as he is up in front now. Cherry in 2nd. Richardson back to 3rd in front of Richardson. That's Jeff Burke looking on. 9 to go.
I think Cherry got a little piece of the wall there, saw a little dust fly, but he'll do what he can to try to get to Cofield. 3/10 now.
Hey, baby, where do you want to go? It's same old place we call Chicago. And that is where we are tonight. 8 to go for Cofield leading the Alabama driver.
I don't know.
Doing a little Blues Brothers there, Michael, if you didn't know that song, my friend. I figured you sing that sometimes on stage, you know?
No, I don't do any of that bluesy stuff. Well, we kind of do, but not a lot. But yeah, we're seeing Cofield start to show his strength there. Got the clean air. Now his car feels way better than it did.
And while that goes on, Cofield has opened up now almost a half a second on Cherry, but here comes Cherry coming back. He says, here, kitty, kitty. He's got the claws out. Alabama and Kentucky, they don't like each other in the SEC, and they dang sure are about to battle it out here in Chicago with 6 to go.
Trying to cool the tires for a final run, but Cofield's not allowing him. He has to keep pace, so that's not allowing him to cool anything down. But here, Cofield all the way up to the rim.
Remember, if there is a late race caution also, there is multiple attempts at overtime if need be.
Got a few drivers with a set of tires over the wall, so let's wait and see.
That's Williams down on the inside. Gives plenty of room now to Meza to try to go back into the 10th spot. He will. Rest of one of Rodriguez watches on. 5 laps to go As Rodriguez tags the outside wall hard in the one car. Still keeps going. He hit the safer barrier a ton, and he now is trying to run back down Williams at more than 3.
He's trying to fix the aerodynamics of that thing, but little shout out to Meza. Here. I mean, he's made 6 pit stops after his damaged stuff, and he's right here in the top 10. Right now.
Another solid run for Meza on the outside looking in. He's at 11th, 4 to go. 6 miles left here at the 1.5 miles of Chicagoland. Hardin on the inside of Wolf. Just as Coleman watches on. He's going to mix in Williams on the top side. Here comes the train rumbling, stumbling, and Williams is at the wall at 99. The purple car in the back.
Now, look like Meza got another piece too, but these guys are doing everything they can do. Every point precious at this point. Meza again.
Rodriguez fighting again. Here comes Harding. The John Deere green colors. Battles the Serve Pro green of Meza. And licking his chops, ready to pounce the purple, black and yellow car Williams. When do I make my move? We go 3 wide. Will we? No, we will not. 3 to go.
These guys are wiggly wobbly.
One wrong slip and we got trouble. Meanwhile, back up front at the line. 2 to go. It is Cofield leading. Cherry tries to begin his ascent to run him down. Can he catch him? The interval now is 0.3 of a second. He's on a different line than the 58 to the back straightaway, Michael.
Yeah, he's diving as far as he can. Cofield's trying to stay high to complete the momentum, but he's going to try to take his line away. Here you go. Down to the bottom, take away Cherry's line.
Matt Cherry inside Cofield, down below the apron. They're going to come to the line. White flag. White flag in the air, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. It's fair game from here. They'll race on. Back straightaway. Cofield up against the safer barrier. Cherry will mimic him. They go to the back stretch into 3. Richardson and Mark battle for 3rd on back behind them. A second or 2. Here come the leaders working off 4. Jonathan Cofield, 4th win of the season at ARCA. He takes the Brimbugs.com 200 in Chicago. Second spot to Cherry and Jeff Burke will get around the 5 of Richardson for 3rd at the line.
Well, what a battle at the end with Merck right there. I thought he was done for when Richardson got him, but nope, you know Jeff, dive it in there, man. A great win for Cofield. Through the damage, worked it up. But here's your battle for 3rd. Richardson's got him at this point.
Look at this, the 5. Richardson opens the door. Merck goes below the apron, does he? No, he just powers by him. Then he drops to the apron right there. Look at how close that is, baby. Woo! What a race for 3rd. Jeff Merck.
Yeah, great.
And for Jonathan Cofield, the man from Mumford, Alabama, it will be a back-to-back victory for him. It's his 4th win of the season, the points leader. At the end of 12 races, is gunning towards an ARCA championship. Here's a look at the results in the Brimbugs.com 200 for the NASRA Pultz Popper ARCA Series. At the end of it, it's 140 laps, 214 miles. It is 12 lead changes with 11 drivers, 5 cautions, 15 total laps with a good job by them. Keith Haney, the hard charger of the race, up 17 spots for Highline. Matt Cherry led the most laps at 59. Cofield, fastest lap of the night. And Tyler Justice again earlier for Bandits from the pole. The overall finishing order is like this. Jonathan Cofield, the winner. Matt Cherry, 2nd. Jeff Burke, 3rd. We'll talk to them for our Florida Cabinet Distributors post-race coming up next. For Robert Richardson, Keith Haney, top 5. Gene Wolfe, Tyler Justice, Josh Rodriguez, Raul Meza, Jonathan Woodward, a top 10 finish.
Yep, and then we're going to see Peyton Johnson, 11. Tony Burleson with that huge damage, able to come back. Just changed on me. That's crazy. Carson Woodward, 12. Curtis Banks, 13. Matthew Cummins, 14. Robert Richards. No, it's changing again. All right. Well, we'll just go over here. Switching around. All right. 11th, Trevor Williams, 12. Carson Woodward, 13. Curtis Banks, 14. Matthew Cummins, 15. Robert Richards. 16 Shane Trotter, 17 Anthony Harden, 18th Buzzy Mongol, 19th Chris Ellis, and 20th Mark Morton Wesley.
First, we'll find Peyton Johnson, followed by Tony Burleson, Tyler Goodwin, Jeremiah Holt, Mark Cofield, the top 25, Joshua Perkins, Adam Lighty, Jeffrey Johnson, and Axel Smith Sr. The field of 29 when the green flag failed to the finish in the BrimBugs.com 200. Of course, Mr. Cody Knott was race director. We're taking a break. When we come back, there he is, Jonathan Cofield, back-to-back after winning last week at Worldwide Technology at Gateway, the points leader, his 4th win of the season. He wins in Chicago. We'll chat with him and the podium next.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to coverage of the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA series. The BrimBugs.com 200 is in the books, and we welcome you to the Florida Cabinet Distributors Victory Lane Winner's Circle. Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland. Bigglesdean Hopton is always on phenomenal production. And we go now to Jonathan Cofield, win number 4 of the season for the points leader, and back-to-back after winning Gateway and tonight at Chicago. Jonathan, strategy, fun race, a very long green flag start, little fireworks there, and then, of course, holding off Matt Cherry. Your take of this race tonight, sir. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good race. You know, if we could run after the stage the way we run when you get to the stage, you know, it'd be a lot more fun. Get some green flag stops going, but all in all, it's kind of hectic. First 10 laps or so, you know, everybody's bunched up. Right there at the end, we was in a lot of 3-wide battles, man. Maybe even 4. I don't know. But yeah, just hectic, waiting on everybody to get spread out, and then just try to pick them off one at a time.
Yeah, I noticed you had that little bit of damage. I didn't know how much it hurt, but those new tires sure probably felt good toward the end there, right? It's about 12 laps difference, and you could see it a little bit.
Oh, could you? I know when Peyton got Holt there, he come across my nose, and it told me I didn't have any damage, and even when I pitted, it said I didn't have any. So I got a 4X out of it, but might have got lucky.
Yeah, I guess so. It just looked like you sustained someone as the thing went through, but if not, good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan, are you calling your shot, man? Is this pretty much everything you need to do to put yourself in the I guess catbird to try to look at the championship here in the ARCA series? I mean, you're holding on to number 1. You got the most wins of anybody. I mean, do they need to take notice? Obviously.
I don't know about that. I mean, you got fast guys in here. I mean, look at the podium. You got Merck and Cherry. I mean, a lot of guys in here that anybody can win. Come down to tire strategy right there at the end. I saved a set. I think Merck saved a set. I still had another set in case we had a real late caution, but I don't know if jumping in and taking them would have benefited anything. But no, I'm not calling anything. I think Axel had a little bit of trouble. That kind of helped me spread the points lead out a little bit, and still a lot of racing left.
Well, before we let you go, Jonathan, please thank your sponsors.
Yeah, just everybody at NASRA, Pultz Poppers for sponsoring our ARCA series. Cody for everything he does for the ARCA series. All the drivers in here, really appreciate them. Chaco Springs on the car, appreciate them giving me a paycheck every week. Linus 3D Design, Sim Shop.
Go ahead.
And Hillbilly Custom Baits.
There you go. He will pick up his 4th win this season. And overall, it's 282 starts, 39 career wins, 127 top 5s, and 186 top 10s. What stats for Jonathan Cofield, winner tonight here in the BrimBugs.com 200. Let's go down to the runner-up, and it's Matt Cherry. Matt, the man from Kentucky, the, of course, NASRA DSR defending truck champion. Jonathan Cofield, a former DSR truck champion as well. Champion of Jeff Merck in other series of NASRA Cup and Cops Trucks, and Rookie of the Year also in the same season. So what a great field of drivers and champions on the podium here. Matt, your take of this one, man. Definitely it was wild. We chatted with you at the end of the competition caution, and then the fireworks began. You stayed out of trouble, and you will settle for 2nd place. Were the tires so important to try to hold off and get around? Cofield just ran out of time.
Yeah, I mean, I had like 12 laps more on my tires than what they had, because they pitted and tires behind, which is I didn't think they were going to get through the field as fast as they did. But it was like after we went green, I looked up about 6 laps later, and here come Merck through, which is, I knew they wasn't going to be able to pass me right off, and I held on as long as I could. But those tires, they just gave up. I think when we finished, we had like 43 laps on them tires. So for me to bring it home P2 with those tires, I thought it was pretty good. We led a lot of laps tonight. It's unfortunate we didn't win, but I'll take 2nd over getting ran over and taken out of the lead for the last couple of weeks. So, we really needed a good finish to rebound in the points. So, we'll just take it and move on.
Yeah, Matt, almost that 17th win, man. I thought you ran a really good race, good strategy, the whole thing. Just tell us how these cars felt tonight. We heard Merck say they're really kind of tight. Did you feel the same thing in the car? With the cool temps on the track tonight.
Yeah, they're really tight traffic. With me, what helped me the most was like when we first started the race. I struggled keeping the nose under it, and that's why Cofield got out as far as he did there. But on that first run, and after we put some more tires on it, we went back out there and went after it, and I'd offset my nose from wherever everybody else was running, and that side draft is just like insane down the straightaways. You pretty much had to be on somebody's right side quarter panel to make the pass into the corner, and you get those big runs off, and running that top helps save a lot of tire.
Matt Cherry out of 11 races now trying to find that first win, or actually out of now 12 races, still trying to find that first win of the season for the, as Michael said, 16-time winner. This will now be his 5th top 10 of the season for Matt Cherry overall. Career start 310 tonight. 16 wins, 73 top 5s, and 145 top 10s for the 45 of Matt Cherry. Matt, thanks for your time. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank sponsors. Thank Cody for putting this on. And, I really enjoy running this car. It's a lot of fun over here whenever we can get some racing in. And thank you guys for broadcasting, sitting and putting up with us as long as you do.
From Scottsville, Kentucky, ladies and gentlemen, that's our buddy, Mr. Matt Cherry, of course, the NASRA DSR defending truck champion on Monday night, and he will finish in 2nd. Finally, let's go to 3rd. By the way, post-race interviews presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors and the man from Florida, Punta Gorda driver, Mr. Jeff Merck. Jeff Merck, the inaugural NASRA Cup champion, also NASRA Rookie of the Year and NASRA Cops Truck champion of the same year. And Jeff, 3rd in this one. You had to fight to get around the 5 of Richardson, but you made it work, and you're taking being on the podium, buddy.
Hey, I made a podium. It had to be really close because we both finished 1.635 seconds behind Jonathan Cofield. So it had to be within a hundredth of a thousandth of a second that I beat him. But I'll take it. A podium is a podium is a podium, as my grandpa used to say. So here we are.
Yeah, that was a pretty powerful move coming out of 3 and 4 there, Jeff. I really thought once he got you, had a little better tire advantage. I thought he'd drive off, but that's quite a move. And then, of course, diving down to the apron. I think that's what got you into the podium right there.
Yeah, well, like the last 2 laps, he got real tight out of 4. So I was like, if I can maybe press him a little bit going into 3, then that would make him even tighter coming out of 4. And he kind of went down low to stop me from diving underneath him because he knew if I got underneath him and he pushed off, it was over. But he got such a shallow entry into 3 that it pretty much did him in anyway. So, yeah, that was kind of the strategy of it. When he dropped down low, going down the back straightaway, when he dropped way down, he kind of played right into my hands because he'd have such a shallow entry. There's no way he was going to get a good exit out of 4. So I lifted a little early, went to the bottom, and then when he washed up, my nose was already pointed down the hill, and I just drove it off the corner, got underneath him, and went to the apron and beat him to the line.
Hey, Jeff, I need you to do me a favor. Look at the camera. Look straight at your camera. There you go. Look at your camera. You got a little man stash growing, I see.
You like that, don't you? Like,
you got a little summer man stash growing. Now here's the question. Here's the question.
Gray hair.
Is it bothering you? Does it bother you with that hair on your top lip when you do all your fancy mouth mimics while driving? Does it make your
sometimes
top lip itch and stuff?
It gets in my mouth, and it don't really. It bothers the wife more than it bothers me. She don't like when we kiss that it stabs her in the lip. She don't like it. So the boss is in there watching because she's texted me earlier about finishing third. So she's probably like, "Why the hell are you telling him this?" So gotta embarrass the car owner every once in a while.
That's all right. She's in the chat. She said, "Way to go, no problem."
Yeah.
She hasn't responded yet about the man stash though, Michael. So just stand by for that, okay? So
yeah, stand by.
yeah. Yeah, I kind of left the door open about the wife not liking it, but it's okay.
It's all good, Jeff. Jeffrey Merck, by the way,
Jeff Merck.
Yes, sir. Jeff Merck, career start 270 tonight for him in NASRA. He's got 35 career wins, 89 top 5s, and 128 top 10s. Jeff, we're going to let you go. Thank your sponsors, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Car owner inside watching the TV show or watching the broadcast. I actually fly out to Washington State about 6 o'clock in the morning to go help a buddy install the air conditioner. So thank her for letting me do that.
She said black. What does black mean? What does black mean? BLECK. Black.
Yeah.
Is it black?
Yeah, black. About the mustache. She told me, she goes, while you're out in Washington for a week, she goes, just let that thing grow out and get all scraggly looking.
There you go. So, get me a Duck Dynasty hair, right? There you go.
Yeah, so when she gets back, she'll make me shave it.
There you go.
But anyway, FSW, my son starts school there next month. So, yep, he was going down there to do, I never can remember what it is, but anyway, FSW, you guys up in the booth, everybody over at NASRA for doing what they do. Well, God, I cannot think. Cody Knott, you guys in the booth. My boy Dean Biggles. My wife's crush, Dean Biggles, down into Aussie. So, and the virtual Chicagoland Speedway.
There you go. Everybody. That's our buddy, Jeff Burke. Now that we're finished, what are you drinking on the air? What is that you're drinking?
This is Johnny Walker Red and Diet Pepsi.
There you go. So we'll just skip Johnny Walker Red and we'll just say it's Diet Pepsi for our audience that he's
it's
driving
Diet
on the air. There you go. Yeah.
Sweet.
There you go. Jeff Burke. Well, there you go. There's the thoughts of black, but Jeff Burke. There you go, our buddy. Hey, have a good trip. Are you going to carry your iRacing rig with you? Are you going to race up in Washington?
No, it's staying at the house. I'm going to go. Like I said,
we're going to miss you.
Install an air conditioner. And Saturday I'm going to go do some steelhead salmon fishing for the day.
There you go. Get you some brimbugs.com. Get you some brimbugs.com.
I'm going to call Hillbilly Bates and
and
have him ship them out to Washington State. And
you better get a Pultz popper.
Get you some Pultz poppers, some brim bugs. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, we can do it all. We can hit up all the sponsors.
There you go. Just reach
Oh,
out to
out
Cody
there.
because if his family does Pultz poppers. Yeah, very good.
Oh,
Jeff,
nice.
thanks for your time, buddy. Have a safe trip.
See you.
There you go. It's Jeff Merck. And I just had to kind of hint on the man stash there growing, Michael. It's kind of got
I could barely pick it.
whole. You got the whole Mr. Clean
Yeah.
thing going. You got the bald head now. He's got the stash growing. So it's a
It's not bald.
combination.
I got hair. I have hair.
Jeff Berg, everybody. He'll finish third. Matt Cherry on the podium, and Jonathan Cofield picking up his 4th win of the season, 2 in a row after winning at Gateway last week, and continuing the dominance he's had now in the NASRA Pultz Poppers ARCA Series. Hey, by the way, don't forget tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, it is, of course, the debut of Season 12, the NASRA Cops Truck Series. A lot of these drivers and more will be racing in Daytona. Here's a look at the schedule coming up next week. We are going to Atlanta, baby. Echo Park, Atlanta. Hope you plan to join us for that one. That should be a fun one. Lime Rock Park, Bristol, all on the way. Can you believe it, Michael? We are 3 races remaining until the playoffs. Playoffs. Yes, they call it the playoffs in ARCA. So.
No, I told you, it's unbelievable to me. We're flying through this season. Overall, great race tonight. And I'm going to give a shout out. Thank you, Starlink, for fixing my internet issues.
Starlink, there you go. Elon
Finally
Musk.
had to do it. I had to do it, man. My
people ain't
DSL had
happy.
to go.
People ain't happy with Elon Musk with IHRA, but they are happy with his internet. Michael McKinnon is. So there you go.
I loved it.
Dean says his shares are dropping in Starlink in Australia. He doesn't understand why. So, yeah. SpaceX, his SpaceX team. So there you go. All the sponsors down at the bottom, as always. Big thanks to them. We'll see you next week at Echo Park, Atlanta, Daytona tomorrow night. And as always, follow Pultz Poppers, NASRA on social media. Get signed up. And by the way, don't forget, this series for ARCA is just the prerequisite for the return of the NASRA Cup Series that will be coming back in September later on this year with our buddy Justin White and more. As always, go to NASRA social media and hit that like, subscribe, follow YouTube to follow the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Jonathan Cofield wins the BrimBugs.com 200 for Mr. Cody Knott, Brady LaBeouf, everybody behind NASRA. Cody Knott with the ARCA Series. We'll see you at Echo Park, Atlanta next week. For Bigglestein Hopton, Michael McKinnon, I'm Wesley Outland. Glad to be back in the chair with y'all. We'll see you tomorrow night for Daytona. We congratulate Cofield winning again at the virtual Windy City, Chicagoland for win number 4 on the season. Take care. Thanks for watching.
you